To truly move on from a nasty relationship, learn this one thing. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life can be shit at times. Things happen to us. We have events that traumatize us deeply and have a very complex effect on us for the rest of our lives. However, all of us have 4 strategies to cope with such painful beliefs or events. So on one side, we have the activators. That's my compliance, my people pleasers, my rescuers, just like myself, who minimize your own needs and take more responsible for others so you can keep the peace and feel a smaller target because it's dangerous otherwise. We also have the persecutors, the aggressors, who take out, blame and externalize our shit on other people and definitely overbreach boundaries. On the other side, we have deactivators. So we have 2 people there. We have the neglectful, which don't take responsibility to love. So you're probably familiar with those cavemen, those avoidants, those women that just stonewall and never tell you anything. They're the neglectful. Then we have the permissive, the Peter Pan syndrome. You heard it. Those that never want to grow up and live in these rose-tinted glasses. There is also a deactivation strategy to never seeing the emotions that are burdening them through their lives. And now here is the medicine to those strategies. I've blamed, I've criticized, I've condemned, I've judged others, and that's not the antidote to healing. When we want to move on, even from a toxic ex or a negative relationship, we have to forgive and have a lot of self-compassion. How we judge the outer world is essentially how we judge ourselves. If we continue in this resented and contempt way of living, it's only going to show up in our future relationship or the relationship we have with ourselves. Gottman defined these by the 4 horsemen, that being defensiveness, stonewalling, criticism, and contempt. All 4 of which create a very negative, vicious cycle where we just never move on. We hate ourselves, we hate others, and never open ourselves or our hearts up for a new relationship or opportunity. So as much as these events in your life feel unfair, we need to start to adopt the belief that things in our world or our universe is happening for you. These are people that you may have once believed were the one, but they were definitely the one you depended on at the time to learn the lesson from. However evil, malevolent, or unfit or incompatible they may be to you, they definitely have many nuggets of learning and universal truths about who you are via your relationship. And it's so bloody productive because those that don't live life like us or have very anti-values or have potentially abused us in the past are showing us a huge perspective of how maybe not to live our lives and essentially helping us guide our path to a higher self, a more intuitive way of living. So when things don't work out, it's okay to feel that sadness, feel that guilt, potential shame, but only for a short while. Allow it to feel through. Be comfortable with it rather than numb and save it for a rainy day. But when you understand the fact that lessons will be delivered to us until we learn them and the universe is conspiring for us rather than against us, then we start to attract that space for treasured and true relationship rather than be resentful to feeling totally out of control and reactive to everything that's happening to us. So comment below if you've had a tricky heartbreak,